The next song I'm going to break down is called New Millennium Cyanide Christ. For this song, I'm also just going to be looking at the first riff. And the first riff is a great example of what Meshuggah loves to do with rhythm in a lot of their songs, which is to take a block of notes, in this case 23/16 notes, and loop it over a 4/4 meter, because remember, all of their songs are written in 4/4. As you can see here, I've marked where this pattern crosses the bar line, so after those last 3/16, the pattern simply loops again, starting with the 4/16 notes at the beginning. But drawing in the notes in standard Western notation, as I've done here, doesn't make it very clear visually how these patterns play out over time. So here I'm going to introduce to you a better way to visually represent Meshuggah's patterns, which is by using dots and circles. Dots will represent notes and circles will represent rests. I want to give credit to Yogev Gabai for the idea of drawing Meshuggah's rhythms like this. It works really well for their music because their rhythms are based in 8th and 16th notes. Yogev has a lot of great videos breaking down individual Meshuggah songs if you guys are interested. So when we draw our pattern here in dots and circles, this is what it looks like. And remember, each dot and circle represents a 16th note because this pattern is based in 16th notes. As you can see, this pattern uses recurring groups of 4 and 3/16 notes, as I've marked here, which are separated by 6-note groups of rest, rest, note, rest, note, rest, which I've underlined in blue. However, to make things easier in my head when I'm listening to this song, I like to think of the 4/16 notes at the beginning of the pattern and the 3/16 notes at the end as combining into one group of 7/16 notes. This simplifies the pattern to groups of 4 and 7/16 notes, alternating with the 6-note groups that are underlined in blue. This pattern loops for 8 measures before Tomas cuts it off and starts at the beginning of the pattern again. In my version, all you have to remember is that every time he begins a new 8-measure cycle, there's an extra 4/16 notes. Here's what the full pattern sounds like on my drum pad, although remember, Tomas plays it on his kick pedals. Like in the song Bleed, Tomas plays the cymbal and snare in a 4/4 meter, even though the pattern on his kick drums falls outside of a 4/4 meter. So all we have to do to have the complete pattern here is add a cymbal on every quarter note and a snare on every third quarter note. Here's what the full 8-measure loop of the pattern sounds like on the full kit. Because the pattern in this song is more complex than Bleed, but Tomas still makes the downbeat easy to keep up with, I'll be placing New Millennium Cyanide Christ in the easy groove medium pattern section of the Meshuggah Grid.